Well, it's not a nice day today. It is, it's above zero because it's raining. What a miserable day. The girls and I got most of our Christmas shopping done yesterday, which is good. I felt like such a scumbag yesterday. I told you guys in a video, yeah, you just got it. They just went out. I thought I was in race 2 and 4 yesterday. Now, it's not like I have to stop, pull over, call somebody to make sure what race I'm in. All I have to do is go on the USTA. That's all I have to do. Just click on the USTA. Oh, no, you're not in 2 and 4. You're in 1 and 2. Now, Addie, what's wrong, honey? Nothing. Addie has been tough to shake this cold. We were at the mall yesterday. We planned on going right up until 3:30, 4 o'clock, and she just wasn't feeling that great, so we left and came back home. Come back home at 2 o'clock. She had a bath, and she had a quick nap, and she was feeling better. But I don't know if you guys have this little virus now. It's going around. But, it's so weird. So anytime I ever got a flu, right? Sore throat, then came the mucus and congestion, and after a few days you get over it. Now I'm over it. She's taking a little bit longer. And this is different. Congestion came first. And then after a couple of days, you're like, oh, I feel better now. The next day you wake up, you have a sore throat. And the sore throat lasts for a couple of days. Now, none of the symptoms for me were bad. Addie, what are you doing? Well, after breakfast.
This was for last night.
I know, but you don't eat it until after breakfast.
I just had breakfast.
No, you didn't. Put it in the door. Why is Ava's ear end keep falling off? Anyway, Addie she looked sick. Do your coat up right.
I did.
No, you didn't. It goes to the top. That's why the zipper goes to the top and not halfway to the top. And go sit in your car seat and get your seatbelt on. You can hear her now still. She's been this is going on almost a week for her or more. More than a week. So, she just looked a little tired, a little sick. So we went home a little bit early. She had a nap. Look at Ava trying to walk around with the shoelaces on. Stop what you're doing. You're not getting in this car until your shoelaces are tied up. And your coat. Nope. Lock the door. Nope. What is wrong with kids these days? No, not until your shoelaces and your coat are done up. Nope. So, put it on the hood. I don't care where you put it. Here, I'll hold your book.
It's wet now.
Here, I'll hold it. Thank you. They gotta learn. So Addie was a little bit sick. We come home, had a nap, and I knew I set my alarm just in case I fell asleep. I set my alarm for 20 after 5. Now, 20 after 5 gets me to the track at 5:45. First race goes around 6:10. Second race 6:30. Tons of time. I got up. She was coughing a little bit like she was.
Do what you did.
No, you did that actually. She was coughing a little bit like she is now, and we probably didn't leave the house till 5:30, 5:35. Which even so, that gets me there around race 1. Not a big deal. I'm not in till race 2. Well, I get to the exit ramp of... I get to the exit ramp of Northfield. I get a call from Ashley, the paddock judge. Hey, and I'm going to tell you, she's the nicest person, because this is about 3 times. Usually I'll text and say, hey, don't worry, I'm 6 minutes away. But about 3 times in the last 2 weeks, she'd call and say, hey, are you close, by the way? First time, hey, are you close? Second time, hey, everything okay? Third time, are you an idiot? Why can't you be here? She's always nice. She says, hey, where you at? I said, oh, I'm just getting off the exit here. I'll be there in about 5 minutes. She goes, ooh, I'm about to send the first out. Okay, good for you. Good to know. Cool. Let me know how that goes. No, you're in the first. Oh my God. Now, obviously, your first instinct is to say, are you sure? Of course she's sure. She's the paddock judge. And then it hits me. Please, God, don't let it be Tim's horse. Tim goes 2 hours all the way over to Northfield. The race is Philly. She won last week. She looked like a slam dunk last night. Sure enough, I said, not Tim's horse. She goes, yeah, Tim Twaddle's horse. I couldn't make it. At that moment, you know, I'm an irresponsible person from time to time. You guys laugh and giggle. I'm late for everything. It's just how I am. I don't get mad when people are late to places I have to go. And I don't get too concerned when I'm a little bit late. That's kind of how I square everything, right? I don't get too worked up about that finality. I'm not on army time. You know, that 15 minutes early is 10 minutes late type thing. It just doesn't, that's not me. But when it really affects somebody, I do feel like a scumbag sometimes. And I felt terrible. At that very moment, I felt absolutely terrible. And then and then, you know, the voices in my head said, hey, relax. She's just going to win anyway. You just lost money. Probably the drive. But she's going to win. And then I watch her go out and finish 6th. Yeah, that's true. So I went from feeling bad to even worse in a matter of moments. Now Tim's trying to be nice, you know. I would have lost my mind. Anyway, I felt terrible, and I just turned around and went home. You know, Addie wasn't feeling the best, and she still isn't. You know, I don't know if you guys are out there going through the same thing. The symptoms aren't drastic. That's right there, 7-8 days, something like that. Now I'm a little congested. I'm better in the morning, but it's so weird because usually you get a sore throat, you get a little tickle in your throat throat's sore for a couple of days, then you're congested, then you get over it. It's the reverse with this virus. Congestion starts to dissipate and you're like, oh, finally. And then the sore throat hits you. Anyway, what took place? Oh, last night. So aside from missing the drive, that was my drives. Our horses yesterday racing did very, very well. Prince Edward Island, we were a winner with Woodmere Betcher, a second lifetime win. On that right line, and somebody said, gee, she's any concerns with her being on that line? Not really. She's wore a roller burst since she was in February of her 2-year-old year. She's always run in. And I'm sure that Jamie Smith and Adam Murner are working on that. I don't think there's a huge demand to race her deep into, 2024 into 2025.
Oh, Daddy, I remember you came here for travel.
Yeah, that's right. We did one time. What's that? Oh. You don't want to go? What do you want to go to? Bob Evans or First Watch? I like them both. Well, you guys decide. Do you want to go to this place or the other place, guys?
This place.
Okay.
I like the other place, the eggs.
And the eggs here are good. Okay, we'll go here. It's close. We may not get in. It's 11 o'clock on a Sunday. People are not generally... It's usually full. But we'll go in a second.
Yeah, but then I don't want the cars here.
Because people are here. This is yours, by the way. It keeps falling off. Can you keep it in your ear or around?
They're not mine because I'm
definitely
not even
yours.
wearing earrings.
I don't wear earrings, so they're not mine.
Then they're probably hers.
No, she doesn't sit up here, and it's in your seat every time.
I made my way.
Shh. Finishing a video. So, Woodmere Betcha was great. Am I concerned? No. I don't foresee her having 10, 12 starts in a row anyway. We're probably going to race her 4, 5, 6 times and shut her down. So, happy. Very happy, but closed up. Lots of pace, obviously. Adam had to check her a few times. Good job doing that. And she got up to win. So, great job all in all. Next up was Drebin. This horse been on fire. Found the perfect class for Drebin. Not very often that happens. We got Casanova in a great spot. We had that's those classes when they can fit in there. It's a great feeling knowing that every week you're going up against what should be horses you are going to be favored to beat, or one of the favorites to beat. Being able to know you're competitive, every single week is a great feeling, and Drebin is in a great class. Now, James, Trevor left and kind of got parked, and James obviously looked like he was going to remove coming out of the first turn and couldn't. Trevor was there, so he had to take what he was given. 3 wide midway around the last turn and closing in to finish second. If you're going to finish second and get beat, that's the way to do it, because it definitely looked like he was a winner otherwise. Really, really pleased with what I saw from Drebin last night. Continues to do well, and the good news is, even as a tag, that $90,000 claimer he's in drops to $75 when he turns 4. Okay, that's fine too. Not that worried about it. That's fair market. That's above fair market. That's a seller's price across the board. So he can stay in there until they decide that they no longer want to race that
Is
class.
that Mommy?
No, that's not Mommy, but that is Mommy's car. Good eyes. So, that's what took place yesterday. A winner with Woodmere Betcha, a second with Drebin. I was happy with the babies that I went with this time of year. You know, we don't get too worked up about how the babies are going. Just show me a good work ethic. Go out and put an honest effort in every day, and I'll be happy for the most part. These were horses that may be making a few breaks, just trying to quietly and gently polish up their gaits a little bit or help them out. And for horses like Sterling, Hanover, this week we're going to start putting a tiny bit of speed into them. Leland, Hanover, be like, hey, where's Leland? Just relax. Leland's just learning how to pace. We endeavor to have him ready for the open house on the 29th to go a slow mile. We'll see. We had a couple of more horses over to get OCDs taken out this week. Just tiny little things, nothing serious. Nothing serious at this point. I think we have one more horse to go over, but I'm not gonna jump to. No, your shoes are dirty. I'm not gonna jump to conclusions until I have it confirmed under X-ray. These are minor things. It's a couple of $1,000s to fix, but it's done. It's peace of mind, and it's really just 15 to 20 days off. Get the sutures out, and away you go. For the most part, the easiest way to put it, for a very remedial OCD removal, when the sutures come out at 14 days, the harness goes on. Walk them for a few days, start jogging them light, make sure everything's okay, and then rejoin the pack, so to speak. And that's generally how we handle our most remedial OCD procedures, which these are. So with that, I'm going to let you go. It is a miserable, gloomy Sunday. I'm glad we got our shopping and everything done yesterday, because it was a beautiful day. It was only interrupted by a moment of stupidity on my part, missing my drive. And I did apologize to Tim and his clients and Sophie and everybody. It's my fault. And Dave, you guys put in a lot of work to bring the horse over here, and I do apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. I was late, and that's that. We'll endeavor to do better next time, and you know what? If that's the worst thing that happens to us in any given week, then not a bad week. It was a good week for us, as you can see in our videos. I talked about all the horses that were winners this week. Just so happy to see everything coming around nicely, and now taking a look at the landscape ahead of us. A lot of horses getting ready to rock, which is always good. So with that, I'll let you go. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will talk to you all very, very soon. Yes. Do you want to say Merry Christmas to everybody?
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Babe, what at the back?
She is back. Take care.
Daddy, what's home?